Crime Fighters, promoting security conscience.
Hello viewers, welcome to Crime Fighters, the police and you. We are right here at the Lagos State Police Command, and our guest this week is the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Umar Abubakar Manko MNI. Baraka de Asumi, and good morning, sir.
Baraka de Asumi, and good afternoon to you.
You're welcome to this program, sir.
Thank you.
In the last 2 years, police in the country has become heckling, more tasking and challenging. As a seasoned senior police officer who has served in various capacities before moving to Lagos State Command, what in your own view is responsible for the economic and life-threatening crimes that has bedeviled this country?
To my mind, poverty is the major issue. And where you have poverty, you have crime. You know, poverty has to go with the economy. Once you're able to take care of poverty, it goes a long way to check crime, particularly the one that has to do with economy and even social crimes, all sometimes linked to poverty. So to my mind, I think we need to check this trend of crimes, then there must be a way to reduce poverty.
The Inspector General has prohibited police roadblocks across the nation. What alternative crime prevention strategy have you put in place to replace the ban on roadblocks in the metropolis?
The Inspector General of Police who banned it also gave directives on what to do. So that's nothing any commissioner of police can say about that. He said roadblocks must be removed, they are banned and be removed, and be substituted with motorized patrols. So it was a clear-cut instruction. And in the metropolis, particularly in Lagos State, that's what we do. The IG's instructions have been carried out, roadblocks are going and gone for good, and they will not come back. And we'll be able to replace where I have those blocks with motorized patrols. And on our side, so far so good in Lagos.
It has been alleged that there's an upsurge of crime in Lagos State, particularly in car theft, kidnapping, and bank ATM robbery. If it is true, can this be attributed to the free access of the road enabled these hoodlums to carry out these crimes unhindered?
Well, people are entitled to their opinions. If I go by my records, I came in here on the 12th of March 2012, and from my records, I cannot place very sincerely, honestly, that there's an upsurge of crime in Lagos. Lagos, you know, just as I know too, that it's a mini Nigeria. It is the economic nerve center of this country. And where you have that, certainly only expect crime to, because crime is a component of society, of every human's society. But to say that it is an upsurge, I don't think that is correct, because by my records, there is no upsurge in crime per se. I cannot say that we don't experience some of these things you mentioned here and there. But whichever one comes up more frequently, we devise means of checkmating them. Well, of course, crime is there, but to say it is at the high level upsurge is what I disagree with.
So particularly Mowe, Ibafo, beggar suburbs of Lagos State and Ogun State have been turned to the den of kidnappers. Is there a synergy between the two commands to address this issue, given that the long stretch is habited by Lagosians?
Yeah, myself and CP Ogun State, luckily we have one supervisor. The AIG is on two. Supervises the two of us. And even before the arrival of the AIG, I was the most senior person among the two. And they would take the lead by saying that there must be a working relationship between Lagos and Ogun State police commands. Now, it will interest you that we already have joint patrols between our divisional police officers on these two borders. And this Mowe, Ibafo, beggars of Lagos, particularly even though the area falls more within the Ogun State, but as you say, most of them are Lagosians that are staying there, and we have the responsibility of ensuring that they have peace. So Lagos, Ogun State commands, we exchange ideas, we share notes, and where need be, we even go to assist each other when it becomes necessary. So we have a perfect working relationship, and we have measures on ground to checkmate all that.
Police critics say the police work in Nigeria is not intelligence-driven. What is your view about this?
No, I'm not. I'm not. I will not subscribe to that. Intelligence briefing is an integral part of policing, and the Nigeria police of today has a very large number of people who are trained intelligence officers. And if anybody goes to sit down somewhere and say, well, it's not intelligence driven, then that person is on his own. We have enough trained intelligence officers that are doing their best and putting their, that can be compared to any intelligence outfit anywhere in the world. They're there. Of course, you know that we have an Assistant Inspector General of Police who is in charge of our intelligence outfit, and also a member of police management team. So if anybody goes somewhere and say, look, the police in Nigeria is not intelligence driven, I don't know what else you call what we do. Of course, you have seen, as I said, some of the achievements that we just displayed outside as a result of intelligence gathering and intelligence monitoring and so on and so forth. So I don't believe.
What challenging situation have you come across as Commissioner of Police Lagos State, or any state you have served?
Well, for every particular state, they have their peculiar problems. The ones in Lagos State, as I told you, Lagos is a mini Nigeria. You have every shade of human beings here. Whole the nation has. You have their representatives here. You have almost all the embassies and consulates, all of them are here. And you also know that where you have vibrant economic activities, you expect crimes to come. We have most of major seaports in Nigeria, they are all here. So we have that as enormous as it is, but all other things being equal, I think we are trying our best. The officers and men are put on their toes. The Inspector General of Police is always asking questions, and we felt that we don't have any reasons for failure here, because the state government, the governor particularly, His Excellency, the governor of the state, Mr. Babatunde Rajifashola, senior advocate of Nigeria, has security at the center spot. As he always said, security before every other thing. And he has gone a step further to establish this State Security Trust Fund that has been of tremendous assistance to the command. Just today, I'm talking to you today, we just took delivery of 2,000 rain caps and rainbows, in addition to other logistics that we've been having, non-vehicles, have so many other things that will make policing simple here. And so I think while there are these enormous challenges, as I stated them, we also have the logistics to some extent to tackle these challenges. Again, you know that in Lagos State alone, we have about 109 police divisions and about 30 area commands, which I think is the largest in the whole country. And we are using that strength to tackle these challenges that I have just mentioned.
Okada riders have been a pain to other road users. We are aware that the Lagos State government has introduced partial restriction on their movement. Why is your command not enforcing these laws?
Nobody will say we are not enforcing these laws. This command, the police in Lagos, have no reason to say we will not enforce laws. Of course, if you look at the level of compliance, enforcement of these laws, go by area, every day we take statistics of these Okada people that were arrested, area commands by area commands, so that we will know the level of compliance in the area commands in our divisional headquarters. And those who refuse to do that are actually sanctioned properly. In addition to the restricted areas by the government, the state, we have gone further to say that if you want to ride a motorcycle, commercial motorcycle, whether commercial or privately, you must get them registered. Because if you don't register, you have no right to be on the highway. So, in addition to the restricted areas of the state government, which we are complying with, we've gone further to say that people who want to use this means of transportation must get them registered, either as private or as commercial. And we are ensuring that that is being complied with.
Your state criminal investigation department officers have been accused of extorting in the course of investigating cases. Only last week we had people visit our office complaining that they had been asked to bring money before they can be granted bail or their matter investigated. What are you doing to solve this problem?
You see, the CID in Lagos State, I don't know what it used to look like before I came. But on my assumption of duty, I went to that office and I addressed officers and men and I told them that this time around, any policeman who takes bribe will go to jail. I was not threatening anybody. I was just telling them exactly what we are going to do. I addressed officers and men in that state CID. We've gone a step further on the assumption of the new Deputy Commissioner of Police there to remove about 400 of them, about 189 officers. I have worked in Lagos before, so I know how notorious the state CID could be. But I've come in again, I've come back in a different capacity, and we are trying to see how best we can clean that place up to make it more functional, to make it more people-friendly, and to ensure that the image of the police, that this Inspector General of Police is struggling hard to improve upon, is not damaged by any outfit, particularly in Lagos State. So we have a Deputy Commissioner of Police new in that state CID. We have done what I can call a surgical operation, dissection of that place. The officers there are aware that I will not tolerate any officer that is caught in the act of corruption and corrupt practices. And so, of course, people go to talk. And anytime they say something of that nature, I will ask, have you seen the new Deputy Commissioner of Police there? They say no, I say go back to him. And I have also had calls to call officers from that place to come and interview me here to say their own side of the story. But if any policeman, not only in state CID, anywhere in Lagos today, still think he can take money from bail money and all these things, extort money from people, that policeman must be a foolish policeman who is acting at his own risk. Because it's risky today in Lagos State for police officers and men to take money. It's risky.
The ember period is drawing near. What are your plans to ward off criminals from the state?
As far as I'm concerned, amber periods are just normal periods, and therefore we have measures in place, just as we have always had. that people must go about their lawful businesses unhindered. Nobody molest any person who want to do his peaceful businesses. The traffic situation is taken seriously here. In fact, the state traffic officer goes out very early in the morning and start calling on everybody to come out. We know the peculiar nature of Lagos State, and therefore these outfits are not being allowed to go to sleep. We'll continue to work hard, just as we have been doing.
And what security tips do you have for members of the public, and what advice do you have for officers and men of your command?
Officers and men of my command, I thank them for what they have been doing and urge them to do more. We've told our area commanders and divisional police officers that anybody who wants to retain that office must justify his being there. If you don't, you go out. And we have told them clearly that they must shun corruption. And for our citizens and residents, we know we have the challenges are here and there, but we have always said they should know their neighbors. You know who your neighbor is, so that one in distress, you know where to call. They should be very observant of their environment. Where you have an object that you don't know, please call the police. And they should continue to give police useful information so that together we'll fight crime.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time.
Thank you.
You're still watching Crime Fighters, the police and you. Please stay tuned.